Hello everyone, how are you doing today? So today I'm going to be first doing a very quick brewing session because basically Vinota got banned yesterday and I'm just very interested in how the meta is going to shift in what's the name of it? In the good old Explorer format, or nice new Explorer format actually, and really interested in this. And I just realized that I have this deck, which is pretty much portable as it is from Historic. A couple of alchemy cards are missing that made Golgari very good in Historic, but not too many. And it's just a strong deck, and I could try playing it. And in fact, I think probably I'm gonna give it a go. And so the things I need to replace are things that can hate on the graveyard, because we don't want Greasefang to be able to go off, and we don't want Phoenix to be too strong against us. And I think we have a lot of graveyard hate, which is good. And then the other threat would be probably we would need some good card advantage. So I'm not 100% sure how that can be done. What kind of card draw is available for Golgari in this format, Explorer? This is an interesting question, right? Because the good thing about Black in Historic is that it has fantastic hand disruption, Toadseed and Inquisition of Kozilek, and Undercity Plunderer. And it has really good draw spells, right? Like Painful Bond and the other 2 black, draw 2, lose 2 life spell. But we don't really have the analogy of those things in Explorer, it seems. I mean, Deadly Dispute and Co. could be good, but then we need things to sacrifice to them. So this is a little bit tricky. This is a little bit tricky. Can Roby Sign in Blood? We have Sign in Blood. Okay. Sign in Blood should be fine. I think I'm okay. And the other thing that we're missing is, of course, City Stalker Connoisseur, which is again very strong. Shakedown Heavy could do something. Sanguine Spy is good in Sacrifice. Shakedown Boy. Shakedown Boy is not bad, or maybe Rankle is still... Rankle might still be okay power level wise for this format. Invoke Despair might be okay here. I mean, maybe more Invoke Despairs are okay in this format. It is a little bit slower, and I want to try maybe one Tenacious Underdog. We could play one more Sorin as well. I like Shaper's Sanctuary, but I don't play that many creatures in this deck. Jor-El. Somehow Jor-El didn't work out the way it should have. Toshki, Gargaroth in the side, sure. What other card draw spells are available that we could actually play? Right. So that would be something to try, I think. I'll craft these things, yep. And let's have a quick look whether there were any interesting rares in Streets of New Capenna for these colors. Bloody Launderer, not really. It's very slow. Angel of Suffering is not a good card for constructed. I mean, the Greeters are good if you're playing a lot of creatures. Greeters could be good in green. But yeah, not much going on overall that we could make use of. Huh. Too bad. I'm just wondering, artifacts-wise, what graveyard hate does this format have? I mean, we have Tormod's Crypt, that's pretty good. Grabdigger's Cage is nice, but Grabdigger's Cage would also stop our Cling, our Scrap Heap, our Skyclave, our Agadeem, and I mean, not that many things actually. Soulguide is also good. Should we just go with Soulguide Lantern on the side? Or Tormod's Crypt? Yeah. I mean, maybe one having at least one lantern is good. Probably. The problem with Assassin's Trophy is that I don't think many decks run close to zero. I mean, in historic, Assassin's Trophy is good because many decks don't really run basics, but I'm not sure that's the case. That's the case in Explorer. Witherbloom Command could be good though, that's true. I think I'll give this a go. I sort of like... Oh, my wife's dress is showing up in the background. It's quite funny. Oh, cute. But I don't know why OBS's AI doesn't realize that that's not part of my head. Anyway, we could give this one a quick go. Let's play one game with it. Winota is gone, right? He's banned now. I played a bit with yesterday, just before the banning. I mean, it was way too good. I think I won like 3 or 4 games in a row, and some of them were tricky, but they could all be won just on the back of the aggro deck. And then Winota was just this threat that everyone was constantly afraid of. Okay, that seems fine. Yeah, maybe the Nighthawk can go back for the moment. Toadseas into Ooze is not a bad curve. Ooh, opponent also has Toadseas and Fable. Ah, this is going to be the red-black mid-range. Right. Red-black mid. And they draw another Toadseas. Haha, how funny. That's bad though. We would really have needed that sign in blood. That good old sign in blood would have been perfect for us. Alright, I mean, not much I can do about that. I guess we'll just play this tapped. Lucky. Edmundo, you are lucky, my friend. Well, that's gonna need a fatal push. If not, that would be very strange. It would be very inefficient not to do that. Ah, the trophy. I mean, the trophy would be nice on the Mirror Breaker, right? Yeah, I think we'll just have to cast on that. I wonder whether they have more... Do they have more basics? Well, we're going to test that out right now. If they do, I have just ramped them, but if they don't, then we're good. Do they have basics? Problem is also this is just fattening up their Croxa. They do, of course, they do. Okay, well that's that. Oh, that's just gonna eat. It's probably just gonna eat a removal spell. Okay, fair enough. So it's gonna make a treasure. It's gonna can activate Love Twin or 5 of the Eye Tyrant. It's a good start from opponent. Oh, and they have Trespasser as well. Problem. Well, you just have to hope that they can somehow catch them out. Little Gobble is going to make another treasure, whatever I do. And they kept up mana, they didn't attack with the Hive. That doesn't sound good. They might have another removal spell. So maybe Rakdos is just much better here in this format. I'm not sure. I don't know what to expect. They haven't killed the Ambusher. That's a good sign. Ah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. It would be so good to draw Sorin at this point. And
dire times call for dire tactics.
okay, that's good though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay.
Can I help you?
Okay. Yeah? What's the idea? What is the idea, my opponent? They have a lot of mana.
Very well.
They do have a lot of mana. The power level is definitely much lower than in Historic. I mean, Questing Beast and Nightpack Ambusher felt barely playable in those formats. Like, they're just okay situational creatures. Yeah, we don't have better, so I'm gonna run them as curve toppers. But here I feel like, okay, they're not really endangered or out. There's nothing that definitely outshines them. They're basically offering a trade, right? Well, I think I have to be aggressive. Opponent has removal. Whichever way, we have to get rid of Sorin. We just absolutely have to get rid of Sorin. We can't have him around. Yep. Yeah, we can't have Sorin around. Sorin has to go. But they can activate the land and lose it to the Nightpack Ambusher, but they don't want that either. So we're gonna make a free Wolfie. Okay, they're gonna draw a card and go to 6. Okay, that's brave. That's pretty brave. I mean, their Hive does have Menace, so they can come in with that. Ah, if Ambusher would beat, then I would be so happy.
Out of my way.
Another Sorin. Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't mind that. I certainly don't mind that. Yeah, that should be good. Depending on what they have, of course, they might have removal, but just gotta hope that they don't. Okie dokie. Alright, we get another Wolfie. Are they going to draw another card of the Locktwain? Wow, they're digging really hard. Ah, they drew so many cards. They drew with Locktwain, they drew with Sorin. Wow, +1 card because they went second. Heartless Act, they found removal. Okay. Bonecrusher Giant, they found even more removal. Okay. And they're gonna play the Giant as well. Interesting. And we draw our 6th land. Nice. Well, we're gonna bring back the big Skyclave boy. It can't defend, so we're not in the clear yet. Another land. Okay, opponent hasn't been lucky though. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's a lot of land. So even though they did draw a lot of cards, they are flooded. I mean, we drew 6, but still. Okay, that's not great either. We're gonna have to try and kill that off. Yeah. Opponent, did you draw anything or not? They're holding on to something. It must be an instant spell. Huh? What's the idea? Do you have removal or not, man? Outgrinded. We managed to outgrind the grinders. Good. That was good. So good. I mean, I'm 100% sure that this deck is running Croxa. And in fact, probably a lot of Croxas. So they don't have a lot of small creatures. So Fatal Push isn't that good against them. Horobi, I don't think I want to give them any small creatures. Trophy, maybe not. Milling them is not good. They don't really have anything that has 1. Toughness. Is there anything that has 2? We haven't really seen any small creatures in their deck either. Nissa might be good in this one. Binding might be good. Soul Guide might be good. Another Ooze might be good. Gisha would be nice if it can stick on the board. I don't trust my Agadim. I don't think that's gonna come into play. And Fatal Push as well. I'm not sure. Extinction Event. What kind of threats did they have? They had things on 3 mana. Not that many though. Maybe the Rider. Or Gargaroth. Cheville. Cheville might be okay. It can resist some of their early aggression. And Ooze can eat more of their graveyard. Yep. Let's try this. Go Golgari. Okay, that's a slow hand, but not a bad hand. It's a slow hand, but it's not a bad hand. Yeah. Well, that's true. Ooh. Ah, this guy. This guy. Oh. Wow. Thank you. I would rather not. Maybe no. No. Fable. Problem is that they have a very good looking board at this point already. I mean, Scavenger is good bait because they can't really easily attack through it. It has lifelink. It grows off their graveyard. I think it's good. Good removal bait. I just hope that they keep the Croxa in hand. That they don't even have to keep the Croxa in hand. Just play 2 cards. Just play 2 cards. Oh, that's perfect! Although I'm down to 10. I mean, that's not perfect, but we can invoke Despair afterwards, so it's not that bad. Okay, let's exile those 2 things. They could... It doesn't make sense for them to use the blood token now. Okay. I mean, we got rid of their hand, we get rid of Croxa. But we are very low on life, right? Invoke Despair is gonna keep us in game maybe for 1 more turn. Does it really? I mean, they can just sack. They can sack everything, right? I mean, they have an artifact. They have an enchantment. They have a creature. Oh, we're still dead. Although we did draw 9 lands, that's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, that was quick and easy for my opponent. So Invoke Despair is a little bit slow, that's for sure. Extinction Event would have been brilliant here. And so Fatal Push does have a role, it seems. Yeah. Rankle, I'm not sure about. Maybe one of the voids is good. Yeah, it's just... These things are very aggressive, and I feel like we are the more controlling build. Somehow. The Despair is still good to... Yeah. Is it? Well, let's just give it a go. Yeah. I mean, this deck the opponent is running has been... Well, it hasn't been fine-tuned, but people have been working on it for 1-2 weeks now. Whereas my deck is a bit more of a dark horse. Oof. That's an optimistic keep though. I mean, this keep will work if two conditions will come true. One is the opponent doesn't have a Toadseeze and doesn't take away our Sign in Blood. Two, we actually draw lands in the next turns. Because we need to carve out, otherwise this... they have Toadseeze again. Every game. God. No, not in the previous one, but yeah, 2 in the first one. I mean, you have to take Sign in Blood, man. Come on. That's the only thing I can cast, and that makes a valuable contribution to my game plan at this point. Yeah, just have to cast the Hydra. It's not great. It's not great. We have at least a Fatal Push, that's something. If they have a Harvester, we can get rid of that. Right, man. Big, big bad. Big, big bad. I mean, I guess Fatal Push can go. So getting past its usefulness. Could have gone in for one with the Hydra. Sure. Should have probably. Well, one life can matter a lot, right? So opponent is thinking about working towards Croxa. That's gonna be their plan. Trespasser is such a good enemy. We have 3 or 4 Trespassers. Why are we not drawing any of them? This is the perfect matchup for this card, and we are not drawing it. It would be on curve. It's exactly the kind of thing we need. I'm such an idiot. I just lost the game to myself. What the heck am I doing, man? I thought it's another Death Club Glade. Oh no! I thought it's another Glade. Why is the art so similar? God. I lost to this. Yeah, that's over. That's over. Okay. Horrible. That is disgustingly bad. What an idiot I am, people. What an idiot I am. Good grief. Well, they're hoping to trade with my questing beast. I'm just going to exile this for 4 fucking mana. God, so bad. So bad. Good grief, that's so bad. I messed up so badly in this game. Yeah, keep coming in. Okay, what do you have? What are you sitting on, my friend? 2 Harvesters. That's interesting. Never played those. They're already at 4 in the grave. Oh, they're going to discard things to Kiki, get new cards, and then they have enough also next turn for Croxa, right? And they're looking for land as well. Of course, that's going to be a land on color. Yeah, that's what they kept, because they're like, we need that mana for Croxa. They're missing just one thing in the grave. It's hard to process. I know you need another card in the grave. Yeah. Well, they are worried.
For the sake of all Innistrad.
Yeah. But they made the correct choice. Another Harvester, number 3. It's a pretty good draw. I'll be drawing again. So annoying. Unbelievably annoying. I mean, I could activate this and make it into a, what? 4/4? Yeah, 4/4 is not bad, right? Yep. That's not horrible. I can block the Hydra. Yep. Good. You're down to 8. Sorin is down to 1. I'm not in a tragic position, but I'm also not in a good position because they have another Kiki and they're gonna get back Proxa this turn, and there's 3 cards in hand as well. I mean, they're so far ahead in value. They're so far ahead, people. We're on, yeah, it's crazy. And they're not Proxaing. Oh, because I didn't kill. Sorry, yeah. Sure. The problem is the Harvester can block. Just need that on 4, right? Yeah. Yeah, otherwise it's just not enough pressure. Just have to keep threatening opponent's life total. Ebon Legion is gonna go away to Proxa, sadly. Really? And that's interesting though. So they're willing to lose both creatures, but they keep the Sorin this way. Yep. Well done. And they have their manland as well. Okay, we lost this one. Now that's shite, but it happens. Sometimes. Okay. Well. Interesting game. I enjoyed it though. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Pretty tricky and interesting. The computer keeps telling me that I have an ongoing best of 1 draft, but I'm really not sure about whether this is correct or not. Yorion, what kind of shenanigan is this? Something fishy and suspicious is going on here. Well, we're just gonna have a look at the opponent's hand. Yeah, looks very combo-y. They can't cast Goose, they don't have any green mana. I don't mind so much if they have the Absence up. I just don't really know what they're up to be honest. Don't really know what they're up to. This can destroy and target artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. Oh, you're that kind of deck. So we're driving towards Omnath here. I'm thinking about having a look at how many. Yeah, it's Yorion. They're gonna have a ton of basics, right? You're maybe better off taking out some kind of yeah, something that like an enchantment that they want to bounce. Oof. Yorion Elementals. Good old Omnath. Haven't seen him in a while. Okay, so we can get in for 2. Drain. Bring the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Keep up the Boseiju. Frostlings. Going to tap my Scavenger. Yeah, sure, makes sense. Frostlings, man, Frostlings is really playable in this format. It's a bit shocking though. Somewhat shocking. Should I just get rid of their Triumph though? I mean, they have all their colors anyway, but at least it's a little bit worse. And we're flooded with lands, so... they kill off my boy. Okay. We're gonna dig for another land. We got a clue. This doesn't look too bad at the moment, to be honest. Wow. This does look bad. I mean, one of the things we could do would just be to get rid of these guys. It's a 2 for 2. It's not a great trade. Should we just offer them the hive? Or draw a card out of clue. Hive doesn't do much to really push my game plan forward, that's my problem. But the clue is not an efficient use of my mana, that's another problem. Extinction Event would be much better though on Omnath or something like that. That's not great, but whatever. Or will be. Okay, so... there he is. Oh, this is the less good Omnath. Still powerful though, it's gonna kill my scavenger. It's gonna deal with my scavenger quite easily. Wow, the card advantage they got off that Risen Reef is insane. It's unreal. Really unreal. It's very difficult because I would need to get rid both of the... It would be nice to get rid of the Druid and the Omnath, but it would also be nice to get rid of these guys and the Yorion. I think I'll just keep things up and try to survive somehow. They haven't found the bigger Omnath yet. They have a lot of... They have like 2 mana, 8 mana. So much mana. We can activate the hive, that's something. 5, 8, 9 damage. I mean, I think I want to get rid of that Omnath. I don't mind so much if I ramp them a little bit. Maybe I should have just defended with the hive against the Risen Reef. Yeah, but then I take 8. That's a lot. And they might have removal. Yeah, let's get rid of that Omnath. We don't want that sticking around. What are they gonna be up to? It's a lot of damage, man. And I can draw a card off the Locktwain, but it's not really worth it. So they're just gonna go probably Goose and Yorion. The problem is... Oh, they didn't Yorion. Oh, but they still have 5 mana for it, though. They can use the Yorion and bounce my Wraths. They should have done that, because the Rats wouldn't have come back. So I wouldn't be able to get them. Okay, I get the Rats. But the Rats are tapped, so they're not worth much anyway. I mean, I think here we just really have to exile the Odd Ones. But I hope I don't run into another Supreme Will. Should have been more careful. No, okay. Get rid of those things. We have a lot of lands. Yeah, I can bring the Shade. Go in with that. Sack one of the Rats. Yeah, even then we're going to sack one of the Rats. Yeah. And draw a card, and we can still use the clue next turn. But we did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. That's not very good. It's a bit too much. Wow, and we... Really? It's not great. It's not great, mate. Land? Let me guess. It's... Okay, mate, sure, of course. Brewing mash number 4, please. Oh, we already have it. Yeah, of course, okay. 11 lands, naturally. Absolute caution nonsense. Never mind. Right, what's good here? I mean, all the removal, right? We need a lot of removal. Cling to dust isn't important. Scrounger and Shade are not great. Trophy isn't great because it's ramping down. Yeah, Trophy is just not very good in this environment. It's not like Historic where you will actually encounter a lot of 3 mana, 3 color decks that can't really do anything with it. Rankle won't be that great either. They just have a lot of stuff to sack. Yeah, maybe the Despair is also problematic because of this. Still need to take us 3 cards. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, let's give it a go. We have a good amount of removal. I mean, if we wouldn't have been so badly flooded, right? If we draw 3-4 more removals, 1-2 more removal spells and 1 more creature, we'd have been in a much better situation. Okay, that's a much healthier hand. It's not a beautiful hand, but it's a healthier hand, that's for sure. Okay, let's see what we can get out of this. Looking at Yorion is just scary. It's sort of disheartening. Yeah. It's a bit scary, right? Okay, this can fix for our 4th land for Saurian. And if they would run out Arisen Reef, I would love to remove it with this. I'm also very tempted to just Murderous Rider this, so they can't ramp off it. Yeah, I think taking out their ramp is not bad. Do they have removal? Did they side in anything? Gilded Goose. Goose doesn't, but we can destroy the food token. What are our options? We can Murderous Rider and Knight of Ebon Legion. We can send in the Ebon Legion and kill the Goose, maybe. Or we can Sorin. But let's send in this guy. Do they block? They don't block? Okay, then let's add to the board rather, right? Yeah, adding to the board is also important because we have to pressure them and they can build a very, very big board very quickly. Should have destroyed that food token, definitely. This one comes a bit late. Decline.
Blood for knowledge, a fair trade.
I need my 5th land. Yeah. Okay. No lands. Shit. Okay. Mudasa. Wow. Many interesting things in my opponent's deck. And in the previous one we got all the lands, in this one we don't get any of the lands.
When people start screaming,
And this is not good. Something is wrong with the lands in this deck, or I don't know what, but we're just unlucky in 2 games consecutively. Really unlucky in 2 games consecutively.
guess you don't need me anymore.
Yeah, the blocker would be good, but I also need the cards. Yeah. Just put it in the hand.
You wish to know my secrets?
I can even kill the... I can kill the Cavalier. That's good. I can make a token. They haven't drawn many lands either. Okay, sure. It's not good, but not horrible either.
For dire tactics.
This pair isn't bad. How about attacking out? How about attacking out here? And we're just gonna try to kill my opponent actually. Okay. We're fine with that. Oh, they want to get rid of Sorin. Fair enough. Are you gonna actually do it, or are you gonna sit on it all day long? Sit on it. Sitting on it is nice, nah? What's going on, man? Please just do it. It's not that hard. You just have to press one button. Despair. Sacrifice. You lose 2 life. You draw a card. Or exile some of the things they have. You can gain 6 life. That's a problem. That's a big problem. And we need to keep the pressure up, right? Yeah, I think this pair is gonna be good in next turn. Still. Yeah. Yeah, we have to make them have answers to our creatures on the board. Yeah, that's the way to win. That's the way to win. We just establish a big board, and if they don't play creatures, then they won't be able to defend against our board. That's the idea, I guess. That we have to push. Maybe they can. Is that really what they top decked? It's disgustingly lucky. Disgustingly lucky. Ridiculously lucky.
These are not for the weak.
I mean, I can keep building a big board. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and I have a lot of deathless creatures and such. Oh, but wait, if I despair, I just kill them, because they have to sack something and one of my creatures will get in. Okay, we draw 2 cards. The problem is that it's gonna be the Knight of the Ebon Legion which gets in, and they can just kill the other 2. And then Sorin will be left undefended. But Sorin can go down anyway, though. They can get them 6 life of the Murasa next turn. Yeah, well, man, but I can't really do very well anyway against them here. That's my worry. We're definitely gonna get rid of Omna. Oh, because that pings them! That pings them! Oh my god, I totally Oh my god. Wow, that was a close one. That was so close. Oh my god, that was so close. Yeah, those Thorn Lieutenants are brutal. What do they do with that guy? The aggression paid off though. That was good. Aggression did pay off. Getting their Thorn Lieutenant would be wonderful. Maybe this... I don't know. I mean, the strength of this deck in Historic and Historic was... It's a toolboxy deck. And if you know the meta well, you can build it in a way that in most games you have a decent chance of drawing at least 1-2 answers to most of the relevant threats in the format, right? That's sort of your pitch. And that works there well, because everyone tries to be very low to the ground and efficient, so 1-for-1ing can be in some cases effective. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. I really wanted this. Ah, they're ramping. They're already gonna be at Omnath mana. Wow. Fast. I mean, yeah, this wouldn't fly in Historic, right? But it does fly here, and understandably. Yeah. I might need more creature removal. I might just need more removal, but that doesn't do much. It doesn't do much. I wouldn't mind trading. No, no trading. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's have a look at your hand. Or we could just bring the Trespasser here. I think that's fine, and next turn we can still take something out. I actually wouldn't mind taking the taking out the Yorion when they put it in hand. Ah, that's something I should have taken out though. Maybe that's a mistake. Yeah, might have been a mistake. So what can I do about this now? Let's have a look at their hands. What do they have? Cavalier of Flame, Fateful Absence, and Supreme Will. I don't like the counter spells usually. Yeah, they're annoying. I can't cast both, right? Can't cast both. I can sign blood. Can bring another Trespasser. They don't have white for the knight. And they don't want to throw something away. Are they okay with trading or not? No. Well then... I don't think they can play sweepers, right? Because they don't want to... they don't want to sweep their own board. I wouldn't mind it if they would... They don't have white mana. Oh, they don't have white mana at the moment. Of course. Of course. And that's pretty good. I think we're at a good point. Yeah? We don't really want to exile anything here, right? Okay. And yeah, the problem with Nissa is that I can't really defend it at the moment, right? Yeah, that's an issue. Okay, they're gonna get a bunch of triggers of those two. He could have attacked with the Omna before he does that. I couldn't have double blocked it, so that was a mistake on their part. Definitely. They drew a lot of cards. Okay, so what if I mean I can bring Nissa. I can still get 4 mana. Hive could... Wait, if I activate the Hive and 2 creatures get in, I get in for 5, but I lose some things as well. Garderos wouldn't be bad here. Underdog, pay 2 life, so it can come in with Blitz. And I can also have one... yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think I'll try that. I'm not sure that's gonna work. Oh, Blitz is only from the graveyard. No, really? Blitz is Blitz is only from the graveyard. I see. I mean, I can still bring back the Shade. Wait, if I attack with everything, I only go in for 4 damage, right? That doesn't do much, no. But I do lose 2 creatures, though. Yeah, they do that. I think I'm okay with exiling this, just to ping the opponent. So how are they going to trade here? Okay, that's not too bad. I can understand how that works out for them. So what's their plan? They need to swarm the board with stuff, otherwise they're in trouble. But I think I can still overwhelm them. What do you have? I mean, they obviously have something, right? They can get 6 life back. Ooh, that's annoying. That's a lot, yeah. What? So wait a moment. How much damage can I do to them this turn maximum? I can activate the Hive and then make another... In theory I should be winning here, right? But still, we don't want this guy to come in. Oh, it's legendary. Maybe I could have done that. Right, so it can... Because this taps for 2. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. And then we also reactivate one of the Glades. And then even if they block 3, we should have enough, right? And we can exile something like this. And we can also exile this. Yeah, this should be okay. And we can still pump the Knight as well. Yeah, still pump the Knight. Yeah, I mean, that's just lethal. Nah, no matter how they block, we have lethal. And we we don't destroy their board, but they lose the Risen Reef, and whatever blocks the Knight of the Ebon Legion is gonna die. Yeah. Wow, that was a good game. Yorion Elementals. It's so cool to see the M20 Elementals again. I mean, in Historic they have been outpowered a long time ago. They seem to be a little bit underpowered, or maybe it's just my opponent's build. I don't know. I'm not sure what's at fault here. Whether they did something that's not optimal, or whether it's our deck is just too good. It's really a hodgepodge deck. I'm just trying out weird new stuff. And I thought actually this guy can blitz. Even when he's not coming from the graveyard, but he blitzes for 4 and 2 life, man. I mean, you do draw a lot card off it, but it's really expensive. Yeah, I thought it's something like the other way around. Like it comes in for 3 mana, but then you can blitz it for 2, and that would be super strong. Then it would be an all-star in all formats, but as it is, it's just not a great card. Oh, opponent. Crusty old salty soldier. Ay. Such, nah. Never mind. Well, this deck is doing okay, and I mean, we went 1-1, but the Rakdos game was also, we flooded twice really badly. So, yeah, I think if we would have drawn a bit of removal there, if we would have drawn a bit of, a bit better in terms of creatures, that could have been pretty decent. Obviously, this game went very well in terms of drawing lands, just enough. Not drawing too many non-lands, drawing some good removal. But it wasn't like a dream draw. I would say this was a decent draw, a good draw. Tenacious Underdog and Horobi are things I'm not sure about, and they can go, I guess. I would probably consider adding one more Sorin. Sorin has been doing very well. Murderous Rider seems to be good in this meta as well, because it just seems like one for oneing is better than in Historic. And 3 mana is still not as slow, right? Like a 3 mana removal spell is way too slow in Historic, but here it just seems to be okay still, so... Right. Oh, sorry, man. You had to die this way. Too bad. Anyway, GG. So, yeah, the deck's fun. I'll refill my tea and probably go for one more, and that's it gonna be for today. One moment and I'll be back with you. So... Right. Welcome back, everyone. So, drafting probably on Sunday or Monday morning. Winota, we played a little bit with Winota. Sadly, Winota has been banned yesterday for Explorer. It's been valid for, what, 1-2 weeks? It's just been too strong. Explorer at this point can't handle it. They said they will probably unban it in September. So that's nice, but not at the moment. So we have a lot of stuff going on here for Historic. But I gotta play Explorer a little bit more. I want to see what is this supposed draft that I'm... What I did buy a draft or... No, I didn't. I haven't paid for this yet. No. Okay. Right, I'm not gonna start a draft now because it takes at least an hour or so. 20 minutes drafting and then the whole shenanigan of playing out all the games. I think I'm perfectly fine with just playing one more game in Explorer. That's already 2-3 games. The bustling Metzio is the city center of New Capenna, full of glitzy cabarets, busy shops, magical, whatever. You automatically earn rewards. Right. Very useful information Arena is sharing with us about New Capenna and the maestros and so on. Ian, what are you up to today, Ian? This is not good, but it's also not horrible. Wait, this one draws as a card. If it's a creature card, you gain 3 life, otherwise you draw a card. Okay, so we should discard a non-creature. Ah! Ha ha ha! Yeah, Toadsteed is the strongest card of the format. So, you know. Well, they don't like Cling to Dust. They're like, that's sus. Black, blue. Yeah, ninjas and rogues must be good in this format as well. Let's have a look. Where did they get rid of Cling to Dust? Ah, Greasefang. Greasefang! Hello there! Return target creature. Yeah, we don't really want opponent to play this. Don't really want opponent to play that. And now we would need a land. We would need a land. And we do get a land, which is awesome. Mending. Good. Okay. That's growing nicely, but they must have some removal, right? This is the Esper version. So the Esper version of Greasefang is built a bit like a control deck. And it tries to gain some life, filter, and then it has this backup plan of getting Greasefang back. It can't stay away in case it's killed or discarded or something. Indulgence. play this guy, and get the beats on. Oh, this is not horrible. Losing life to pinging ourselves against Greasefang is pretty dangerous though, because when Parhelion comes in with the Angels, that turn they do how much damage? 5, 4, 9, 13. Wow, that's a lot. So for example in the previous turn they could have just one-shotted us. Ugh. Yeah, we need to exile something that they have. That's why they didn't like Cling to Dust. Is the Parhelion going? There's the Parhelion. So probably they have Greasefang in hand, or they're gonna get it soon. What should we do? Each player discards a card, make a flying blocker, let's go in for 4 more. Discard a card, sack a creature. And maybe that's good when they only have Greasefang on the board. I think Sorin is decent here, can make a flying blocker, gives us a little chance to survive, and that's our life total a bit more. Nighthawk Scavenger is becoming a beast, so... Kaito! Ooh, they play Kaito! I'm very surprised about that one, but that's fun. Yeah, it helps with the filtering, right, and creates a couple of blockers to win them. Time. Haha. And Stitcher... I think we have a decent chance to win this. They don't find their Greasefang. I'm sort of sorry for them almost. But yeah, they don't seem to find their Greasefang, right? Okay, we have an Academe.
A fair trade.
I mean... What is 5, 7, 11... This guy, if he would go in, it will be 8, 10, and the underdog will be blocked, sadly. 8, 10, but they have to discard whatever they have in their hand. Ooh, that's good though. I like discarding their hand. Yeah, I think I like that. And they have to get rid of the supplier. Which is, I mean, it's tricky, right? Because if they do get the Greasefang, that's not good for us. But they didn't get the Greasefang, and we're gonna discard Academe probably. Okay, they have Sorin as well to bring Greasefang back. Interesting, huh? Well, we're gonna bring Ooze, and Ooze is gonna remove all the Parhelions and other suspicious artifacts. But I mean, they would need to have a really big turn here. I mean, they can. Greasefang is there. They bring it back with Can't Stay Away. And Greasefang lands Parhelion. Okay, you can bring it back with Sorin as well. Oh no, and they all get lifelink. Freaking hell, man, that's brutal. So they're gonna go up to like 14, 15. Huh? But that's rough. Boy, that's rough. And of course, one of the angels is gonna be attacking Sorin. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. 5. Going up to 14. God, that's annoying. So annoying, unbelievable. Okay, so what do we do with this? Well, the problem is this. If we cast Extinction Event on even, we get rid of the angels, but we also get rid of Tenacious Underdog, our Vampire Token, and Rankle. Scavenger can go in for a lot, and Questing Beast go with him. But they're just gonna Greasefang and Parhelion again, and make another 2 angels. They get rid of Greasefang. Maybe that's better. But then we lose the Scavenger. Or Ooze can try and eat the other Parhelion. So annoying, god. Ooze or Questing Beast? Or Extinction Event? Let's Extinction Event on even or odd. Even. Let's get rid of that. They have another Parhelion, but they won't have the at least they won't have the. I don't think that is the best option though. Maybe I should have just brought the Questing Beast, attack with everything, and then see what their board looks like. Yeah, maybe they would have blocked with the Angels. They might have just blocked with the Angels, right? Oh, they draw another Sorin. Okay, we lost it. Yeah, should have attacked with everything. Attack the Planeswalker, see how they block, and I could have wiped afterwards, right? And I could have gotten rid of the Greasefang still. With the Nighthawk Scavenger after getting the life. Yeah. Yeah, I would have had one creature left, and they don't really have anything left. I mean, yeah. Okay, I messed up. I did. It did mess up. They have so many ways to get Parhelion into the grave. That's very annoying as well. Cling to Dust is active now, but we can't really do much with it. Shush. And Kaito can just get that into the grave again. Ay, people. We're in trouble. Trevino. Trevino, ne? Yeah, Fox, that's all. That's all she wrote. How do we beat this dank deck? My worry is that, of course, Winota is gone now. It's just going to be replaced by Greasefang as the most, like, obnoxious and atrocious deck. Yeah, I mean, it can eat their graveyard. I don't mind ramping them too much. It's a bit slow though. Yeah, it's definitely too slow. Cling is good. Push doesn't do anything unless they play the Shredder as well, which we haven't seen. Scrap Heap, Skyclave. Yeah, early aggression is definitely good. We don't want to give them blockers. It doesn't do anything against them. That's good. Man, why do I even have these things in my deck if I don't ever see them or draw them? Rancor is not great, right? Here. Yeah, we don't want to play a long game against them. So Nightbag Ambusher isn't exactly what we're looking for either. Garg is good because Garg blocks well against the Angels. It doesn't block well against Parhelion, but even against Parhelion, it's just 5/5, right? So it blocks well. Yeah, well, let's just give it a go. Ian, the highly original Greasefang player. Yeah, I mean, I should try Greasefang as well, to be honest, rather than be salty about it. So tomorrow might be Greasefang day. That's not... I mean, it doesn't look good, but it's actually okay. Because we can maybe tear to shreds their early plan. But yeah, this Kaito Saurian story is rough. It's not easy to keep up with. They're not going to do anything very dangerous on turn 1, so I would rather establish my my aggression. Start. Fuck's sake, really? Wow, good draws. Thank you. How annoying. Fucking annoying. Oh, of course. Greasefang is already there. Maybe I should have gone after the Saurian actually. I don't know. Difficult. Deck is just good. Deck's just good, man. Okay, at least that's gone. That's something. The Wandering Emperor is also very scary. Definitely. I don't want this guy to be around. Saurian is not scary if nothing else is in the grave, because Saurian itself doesn't make any creatures, right? Saurian can just bring back creatures. But if there are no creatures in the grave, then Saurian is pretty harmless. Ooh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Yeah. Everything goes, man. Everything goes. Yeah. Sure. And let's just hit you for 5 more. Yeah, this card is just fantastic. Okay, what else did they get out there? Nothing very dangerous. I think we can win this. Ah, they stumbled on mana badly, right? They milled a lot of their mana. Yep. They milled a lot of their mana. Okay. I mean, Saurian can still come, and they can make a blocker. They can bring back a Stitcher Supplier. Painted Indulgence. How's that gonna help them? Okay, it's not. Alright. I was a bit unsure about how that's gonna solve their problems here. Not even sure about Saurian actually. Maybe Despair is good against all the Planeswalkers. Fatal Push can be good against the Angels, but nothing else really. Scrounger is okay, it's nice to have the aggression. Yeah, well, let's give it a go. Let's see what we can get out of this. Folks, exciting games. We do get to play against pretty good decks, right? So we get the Yorion Elementals, we get the Greasefang, and we get the Rakdos matchup. If this would be 2 lands and 1 less Thoughtseizes, this would be my dream hand. But I just can't keep the 1-lander. I mean, that would be so irresponsible. And you see, the problem with this is it's okay with lands and aggression, but it doesn't have a single graveyard hate. And they mulligan, so they're really trying to get... We're not going to win this without graveyard hate, though. And we have some removal and we can put them under pressure, but... Oof. Yeah, but not having lands is also a big problem. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. Okay, that's good. That's important. So we're just gonna play Takenuma. We're just gonna bring the underdog. Getting with the knight. Start looping them. But not good. Doesn't look very good. I think Go Blank should come maybe next turn. Yeah, they didn't have a strong opener, so they don't have anything in the graveyard. It's not like they're suddenly going to curve out brilliantly. Really nothing. I'm just gonna keep building up my board in that case.
I bring my own art.
Really? They had a very, very bad draw, or what? Do they have like a board wipe? Maybe they saved up a Shatter the Sky, or some Exile Farewell, Exile everything. They just had a horrible draw, they must have flooded. Okay, so that's not really representative. We beat Greasefang, but we only beat it because they didn't draw anything useful or playable. Which is pretty bad for a deck with so much card draw. Okay, or maybe they just wanted to end the game quickly. They might have had something to do, right? Like real life sometimes interferes. Right, Dark Heights Pegasus. So conditional. God, so you have to get in with it. You play it on turn 2, it has to get in on turn 3, so it has to stay alive. Nothing should block a 2-1. I mean, it has flying, but still. And then you have to play on that turn 2 creatures. Yes. Unbelievably weak, actually. There are so many better 2-drops. It's very tempting to me to try and make it work somehow, but it seems very iffy. Right, that was good. Okay, so we played Golgari Midrange, best of 3 in Explorer. And it did alright, actually. I would maybe make a couple of changes. Instead of the Scrapheap Scrounger, probably I would bring one more shade. Underdog, yeah. Maybe try another Horobi. Opponents don't seem to like it. It can be annoying to deal with. Assassin's Trophy is very strange here. I wish I could say it's good, but I don't know, against some decks it's okay, right? Like against Greasefang you don't care so much about ramping them, control decks you don't care so much about ramping them, and it's still a cheap answer to something like the Fairy, or Sorin, or Greasefang, or Parhelion. Yeah, well... Third Invoke Despair is a bit much. Gisha is very memey, but I don't know, I still love it. I'm gonna give it a try a few more times. Graveyard Trespasser absolutely must be, has to be 4 of. I mean, Go Blank is not great against every deck. It's still pretty dang good though. I'm very tempted to add one more Sorin as well as card draw engine. So what would I put into the side? Actually, because many decks go for the graveyard, the Scavenger has been pretty good too. Command hasn't been... I mean, it's good in Historic because everything is low to the ground and there are a lot of 1-2 mana things it can hit. And that's the same reason why it's good in all formats. but it's just not that great here. Despair is still good against Planeswalkers and in the lower matchups. Shadow might be good against creatures, yeah, if we get matched up with red. Yeah, I mean, Gisha just seems a bit too memey. It's cute, but there just doesn't seem to be that much aggression that would validate playing it. Yeah, it's more like a combo and control meta at the moment, I guess. People are trying to capitalize on the graveyard. Yeah. Maybe that's okay. Maybe instead of a third go blank, we could go with the duress, which is probably better against something like a control deck. Yeah, perhaps. Ambusher and Questing Beast are very good. So this format is a bit interesting for me in that sense that maybe it's a bit slower. It's okay to go up to 23 lands, perhaps. And yeah, maybe one more Boseiju would be good, or one more Takenuma, one more Castle Loftwing or Hive. And slowing down ever so slightly might be okay. Hirobi hasn't really been that good, to be honest. It's a bit slow even for this format. But then we could afford to play, if we went up one land, we could afford to play one more Questing Beast or Ambusher. Those have been very good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a try again. Anyway, today it went 2-1. We lost to Rakdos Midrange. In Explorer, we beat Greasefang and we beat Yorion Elementals. So it's been quite fun and interesting to see how the new meta is shaking out, and especially after Vinota has been banned. And I'm interested to see how things go from here in the future. And thank you so much for joining in today. Have a lovely day, and have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.